Right, I'll make this quick because the battery's about to go flat on the camera. But it's Monday 25th of November. Surprise, surprise, it's been raining again today. It's about 4 o'clock in the afternoon. I'm just loading some spring barley. First load of spring barley out of this shed from this farm. It's a bit tight really. Normally I park the lorries down, get them to park down the end there, and I drive down the yard, but I thought, oh, I'll try it here this time. And it's okay, it's a bit tight. I think in future I'll park them down the end. But yeah, I've been servicing this JCB today, as it's been raining. Thought it'd be a good opportunity to get that done. So yeah, I've got you on chest cam because I haven't got my magnet mount. Right, I'll quickly film this bit with the camcorder because, as usual, battery's gone flat on the GoPro. We got this fuel additive to mix in with our diesel to stop it gelling up. It's Standine diesel fuel additive. It's not cheap. It's about over 200 quid for this 10 litre can, and that'll mix with 5,000 litres. Yeah, 10 litres of this mixed with 5,000 litres of diesel. So it won't take long to get through that, so it's going to be a bit of an expensive job. Also with the filters as well, they're not cheap. But we're thinking we're probably going to put an inline filter on this diesel tank because it would be cheaper to change that. Even if we have to change it once a week, it'd be cheaper to change that once a week than it will do to change the two John Deere filters, you know, every 2 or 3 weeks. So, right, let's get this JCB service then. I got you on chest cam today, so we'll see how that goes. I think you're pointing at the right angle. So it's just done just over 3,000 hours now. So we're going to give it a quick service, change the oil and stuff like that. But it's got these, oh, that's the only trouble, when I'm led down you're not going to be able to see. This one turn you around. Got these steel plates under here that I've got to undo, so bear with me for a second. There's one bolt in this one. Oh no, two. There's one here and one here. Oh, there's another fuel filter under there. I think I've only got one fuel filter. We've got a bung there on the sump, engine sump. Whilst I'm under here, might as well undo that other guard because there's a transmission filter up on the gearbox. So, I'm laying on a piece of carpet so we can drag that in a bit further, shall we? Eric, get up. Oh, Eric's coming down to see me. Put the carpet in there. Oh bloody hell, it's different size bolts on this one. Right, let's drop the bung out and get the engine oil out. See if I can do this one-handed. So far so good. Scrub underneath. Yeah, I'll have to look on the shelf, see if I've got one of those fuel filters. I know I've got one for the top one, but it's got two. Oh, there we go. That's all draining out. Better grips. We can undo this filter that's upside down. I don't know why they put an upside down filter, because as you'll see in just a second, when I undo it, all the oil pours out and goes over everything. See that? Not too much actually, only a little bit, but still annoying. Oh, quite a bit came out then. Put a bit of oil on there. Wind him on. Yeah, it looks like that filter housing is draining down into the sump. It will come out of the sump bung. Spin him on there. It's raining outside this morning. Looks like the first half of this week's going to be pretty wet. It was wet over the weekend as well. Looks like November's going to be the third month in a row that we have had over 100 mil of rain. That's pretty tight. He's good. Right. Pull the fuel filter off. Should have put rubber gloves on for this. So other things that I need to do is blow out, like I just said, blow out that radiator. I'll angle you up. There's an engine air filter in here. See how dirty that is. There's a little bit of dirt in it, but they normally stay pretty clean. So I'll blow that out. There's a cab filter that needs blowing out. We've got a coolant level here. That's alright, that's between the minimum and maximum mark. We'll have to give it a grease up as well. I'll get the grease gun. Alright, one new fuel filter with a glass water trap on the bottom. So, work out. Yeah, it goes that way. Just clips up in there like that. Wiggle him up in there, and then this collar. Twist that. That tightens it on. Alright, so on all four corners there's a grease nipple on the top pivot and bottom pivot. So I can find the nipple. There he is. And then one on this steering joint there. Surprisingly, there's no grease nipples on the UJs inside the hub there. Got one up here on the hydraulic ram. That's a bit of a result. Already had a second fuel filter on the shelf, so oh, I had one of those ones too as well actually. So I don't know why I've got so many filters, but where is he? He's right in here. Look. See if I can get these grippers onto him. I think even if the camera was pointing in the right direction, you probably wouldn't be able to see anyway, because it's so dark under here. Oh, it's not very nice. I've got mud falling on my face. There we go, we're away now. Pull that oil tub underneath. It's complete. I just wind one off and put a new one on. Probably going to get covered in diesel now. Not too bad. I've had it a lot worse. Still got to find that transmission filter though. I thought it was I could see it from down below, but apparently not. In there? No. I don't see anything anyway. I need to go and get a torch. Right, it's not in there either. Put that back down. I've got the ram stop in, just in case anyone's worried about me getting squished. Right, I found the transmission filter. It's all a bit wet under here. It might even be the filter that's leaking, but it's up there, look. I wonder if I can get to it from that other guard. I'll go up top, because there is another plate actually I might be able to take off and get to it from above. Oh, you bugger. Guess I just slides out like that. The result, I can see it. Just down there in the hole. Also, I've just taken this cover off. This is the cab filter. I've got a funny feeling that might be a bit overdue. Oh, it's clean on the inside, look. Obviously doing its job. Yuck. Nice new one to go in there. Pops in there like that. Right, not sure where you can see this, but I've managed to untighten it. Let's see if we can get this off, shall we? Come on, you bugger. Is it going to fit out? Yes. Bingo. This is where I find I've got the wrong filter. 856. What's the... Oh, you're having a giraffe. Wrong one. Right, result, I've actually got one. I don't know why they're playing Christmas songs on the radio when it's not even bloody December. Right. I don't know why, I also don't know why I've got so many JCB filters on the shelf. But lucky I did, because now I've actually got the right one. Right. Post him back down in there. See if we can wind him on. I need my torch. Bloody Christmas songs in November, eh? It's that bloody Scott Mills. I actually tried changing the radio station. Oh, you can't even see what I'm doing. I actually tried changing the radio station this morning to Radio 2, but it wouldn't let me. I got a bit fed up with Radio 1 lately. Right, so as we want our JCB engine to be more reliable, I'm putting John Deere engine oil in. No, I'm joking. That's all I got, so that's what it's getting. But all I've got left to do now is check the axle oil levels and put all these bloody guards back on the bottom, and then it should be good to go. Oh, and top up the transmission oil level as well. There's a dipstick there, look, for the transmission oil level. That one's topping up, and then should be good to go. So to prime the fuel filters, you just turn the ignition on. Oh, it's already filled it up, look. You can hear this pump working. It's pumping the fuel into through the fuel filters, and then back to the, it'll go back along the return to the fuel tank. I think I can actually hear the air bubbling in the fuel tank. grease in. I have the right oil for the transmission though. It's Extreme Performance Transmission Fluid, GCB. The only thing is you've got to try and pour it down the tube that the dipstick goes in. Alright, so I'm just going to quickly check the oil level in this hub. Not just the level, but the condition of the oil, you know, what, angle the camera off a bit, what the oil looks like as well. It needs to be clean. That's a magnet on that bung, so if there's any broken bits of metal in there, they would have stuck to this magnet, so, because there's a big gear in there. But the oil's running out nicely, so basically you just fill to level. When you fill them up, you just fill them up until the oil runs out the hole. And the oil looks clean as well, so that's good. I think I did change it, I can't remember what service I did change all the oils in the axles, but I know it wasn't that long ago. Might have even been the last service what I changed the axle oils. And then the other thing is axle. I'll show you on the front axle. It's easier to see. But where is it? Oh, right here. Look. Can you see that? There's a bung halfway up the axle. If I can get it undone. Again, it's just a filter level bung. Just see if it runs out. If it does, that means it's at the right level. Yeah, just trickling out there. Looks clean. No broken bits on the end of the bung. Spot on. Right, tyre pressures are quite an important thing on this machine, because obviously if one tyre is softer than the other, and I've got 2 ton of wheat in the bucket up in the air, I'm probably going to tip over, so. Spot on. £50 all round. Alright, morning, it's Tuesday morning. Alright, morning folks, Tuesday morning. Loading some more spring barley. Yeah, feeling a bit more enthusiastic today. Yeah, Mondays is always a bit of a struggle when you work on your own. But it is raining again today though, but it could be worse. So I forgot to say yesterday what variety this is. So this is spring barley, what we cut this harvest, and it's Propino, the variety, and it's going for malting. I don't know exactly where it's going, but I do know it's going down to the south coast shipping depot, and it will be exported to Europe. It's raining. I've covered the bed of his bulker with barley. Otherwise, if the rain gets on the bottom, the grain sticks to it, and then yes, it's bugger to sweep out when he tips. So if we cover the bed, then it keeps the bed dry, and then it's a lot easier to tip. But yeah. So what am I going to be doing today? If it carries on raining, I might stay in the workshop. I've got some bits of steel to weld on either side of this bucket, so I might do that. Or if it stops raining, I'll probably go hedge cutting. All right, Eric. So now I'm all wet, soggy, and cheesed off, cold. Right. So Got this cultivator parked down here in the yard at the moment. I thought I'd quickly show you around it. Vadestad top down 4 metre working width. It's got all new metal on it. Got 2 rows of discs on the front here, which hydraulically you can adjust the depth. There's a gauge up there, I'm not sure if you can quite see it. And then we got 14 legs, I think I counted between here, and there's some on the back as well. 14 legs that you can adjust the depth. I think you determine the depth. I'm guessing all the weight runs on that rear packer, and you can hydraulically change your depth. I'm not sure. I've actually never used this before. So, yeah, and you've got hydraulic brake backs instead of like a shear bolt. You can, I'm guessing you can set your pressure for the brake backs with those accumulators hydraulically. So yeah, and then behind the legs we've got some spider wheels for leveling behind the cultivation legs. They level it all off nice and flat, and then the ground gets firmed up with that packer there. I think even the new top downs now you can get them with a twin packer, so another packer behind that one, so it leaves the ground nice and firm, which is what we like. So yeah, like I said, we got Amazon, I can't remember what the model is right now, an Amazon one, very similar design to this, with a twin packer. That's on order, and a new tractor is coming as well to pull it, John Deere 8370R. So that should all be coming in the spring. Right, I'll do a quick little before and after with this job. I'm just about to stick some bits of steel on either side of this bucket. Right, at least they make it nice and easy to disconnect the battery on here. Just 2 bolts. Drop the step plate down. Oh, it's already loose, look. There we go.
I can't hear what it is. I can't hear what it is. Right, what is it?
Right, fast forward 1.5 hours and it's done. So I just used this 100mm steel plate and welded it on the inside lip of the bucket. Just done there's a short weld there, there. Just done a few short welds up the inside and outside, and yeah, get a quick bit of paint and jobs are good, and cut a nice angle on it. So yeah, hopefully the reason why I've done it is because up at farm 2 we load on a bit of a slope, and the grain sort of trickles over the side of the bucket when you go onto the slope, so that should stop it now. So yeah, right, see you tomorrow. Hi guys, welcome to Friday. So yeah, nice sunny day today. Makes a change to the normal dreary rain. I've actually got my sunglasses on. But yeah, so hedge trimming today. I was hedge trimming yesterday on Thursday. I was pretty pissed off yesterday. Went into work, went to open the door on the tractor and the key wouldn't go in the lock. And noticed that the door wasn't even shut properly, so pulled the door open, and somebody had actually been in the tractor, unscrewed the remote screen, John Deere screen, like the secondary screen, which I'll show you. It's normally over there. I've taken it out now, and I've taken the dome off, the GPS dome off as well. So I'm not going to keep them in the tractor anymore. They're locked away. Yeah, so they unscrewed the remote screen, and the cable was still connected, but for some reason they just left it dropped it on the cab floor and left. I'm guessing that they got disturbed by probably by the lights in the yard, because the whole yard does have security lights, and I'm guessing one of them was trying to get the screen out, and one accidentally set off the security lights, and that was it. They ran. We've got CCTV as well in the yard. You can see them on there, but you can't make out who it is. or anything. You wouldn't be able to identify them. But yeah, so no, it's just a bit upsetting really, and annoying that they'd come and do that. So yeah, it's just something that we have to deal with these days. I think it's becoming quite a common thing, people trying to steal GPS equipment. I don't know why, because I don't know who the hell would buy it. Whether they send it abroad and sell it there, I do not know. But it seemed like they didn't touch anything else in the yard, not a single thing. They seemed to me like they'd come into the yard just to get that screen and dome. But they didn't actually drive into the yard. They walked. They were on foot. So yeah, we didn't see any vehicle on the CCTV or anything like that. It was just more of a shock than anything really. Just didn't expect it. They forced the lock on the door and broke that. So yeah, we got that to sort out. It's just something that we shouldn't have to deal with. You see all this water lead on the headland, that? It's quite bad in the corner. There's water lead all up that headland. This is one field that was supposed to be drilled this autumn. Connor! Before I just come out and have a quick look. It's Friday afternoon. Just gonna head back to the farm and clean up. See what it's like out here. It is just like mud. It's not really much structure. It's just muddy. Saw a worm. That's a good sign. Worms are good. Don't know. See, if we come out here cultivating when it's like that, you just ruin it's just not good for the soil to work the soil when it's that wet. It has to be dry. You just end up doing damage deeper underneath. You cause compaction, dragging cultivation equipment through wet soil. You know, you just get like a what's the word? You just get like, it's just like a knife going through butter. It's not really getting that fracturing effect, you know, when you want to break up the soil. So yeah, that's it for this week. I'll go back to the farm, clean up, and yeah, I'll probably see you next week. Thanks for watching. Bye for now.